Alright, you're cancelled.
You're canceled, buddy.
Alright, and the recording is starting, fellas.
Alright. Racial slur.
Let's all enjoy this.
Oh, you put on auto caption. Oh, wow, that was quick.
Yeah, turn off auto captions.
What's up, everybody?
Pussy.
Alrighty, guys. Who's ready for Liu Kang Jago
Oh,
next?
hello, bonus first of all, guys.
Go, Liu Kang Jago.
Let's go, Liu Kang Jago. Let's go.
Of course, that's what you said.
Oh, okay. The next time also could be Han versus Kirk, so...
We're getting Luffy versus Vice.
If it's Han versus Kirk, I'm popping
That's
off.
just a coat, bro. I'm sorry, man. You're never getting that. You are getting...
tomorrow.
Yoshi, genuinely, which of those two do you think is happening first?
He's just a poor dumb schmuck who can't catch a break.
Liu Kang versus Jago versus...
Holy shit!
What the fuck is this?
Nemesis.
Oh my god!
It's all of his species names, oh my god.
Inspired by Mark Twain.
Yeah.
Yoshi, can you raise the volume?
It's your question, Caden. Does Heat Death of the Universe count as an answer?
Yeah, sure.
No, Luffy versus Vice.
No, I mean, Torian will totally do Liu Kang. He'll do Liu Kang, bro. It's Liu Kang.
Yoshi!
Torian shamed up, forced to animate Ruby vs.
I'm dragging you down with me and saying he's doing Ruby versus Maka. I'm dragging you down with me.
See, the funny part about all this, there are more likely to happen than lose versus Annis.
By KG's instructions.
Yeah, that's fair.
He does speak. He's like, what? He's like British almost.
Yoshi.
Yes, Arani?
Raise the volume.
Oh, raise the volume?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can.
Incredible that
Oh.
manages to consistently keep
I was wondering why it was so...
but he does. No,
My
really,
fault,
it's
my fault.
actually stated that only a, quote,
Sorry,
tiny
again, I'm
little
watching
extra
this on
burst
TV,
of
so-
speed separates
Yeah,
the
okay.
Coyote and the Roadrunner. Heck,
So
Bugs Bunny himself needed to take super speed supplements in order to move fast enough to outrun Wile. But
We went over the Grand Canyon with him.
Fortunately, Wiley's got
What was the black box?
gadgets.
It was saying that,
They count him in digging up the Grand Canyon less than a day, which is like 57 days.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Oh, dear God.
Artillery like
They had
Might
57,000
Yeah.
left there.
Might be the biggest
Way
wrestling
left.
ever.
a friggin' trebuchet, a Reddit
Those are
favorite,
both
many of which he
nitro-
Green Lantern.
Wait a minute.
Green Lantern.
Self-described super genius,
Lantern's
Wile
got
has
this.
an officially
Green
measured
Lantern.
Stand back, everyone. Green Lantern got
Same
this.
IQ as a
Come back to
cactus.
People Like Show.
Okay, the test results were fake, but he's still an
Don't
idiot.
worry,
So
guys.
why not
Wiley's
let a
got
soulless
this.
corporation do the hard work for him. Acme sells any product that
We're
you
not
can
making
imagine,
this a
and
running
Wiley
bit.
is their most devoted
You're not.
So I fucking
Wiley
hope not.
gets-
to
Wiley gets sold a Green
99% of
Lantern
its
ring by Acme.
multi-billion-dollar revenue. Thanks
How
for
do they
being
even
here.
get
Green Lantern ring? It's just
Don't worry, I'm spending it all in one place.
I think he got it, man. I think he got it because it's well hard to get.
Acme and make some
City
green
in a box.
Roadrunner.
Acme Universal
I think his reason
Remote.
for getting the Green Lantern ring was because he was that
And
determined to get
rewind
Roadrunner. Like, he actually has an
half the
insane
stuff
willpower.
Wiley
Like,
uses
more than
is
like Guy Gardner.
intentionally
That's not hard,
I
actually.
think that's less willpower,
His
more
board of
sun
directors
cost
is
fallacy.
exclusively
Well, no,
Roadrunner.
it's
think it's-
determination. Yeah, he genuinely is like.
Are you seriously gonna
Look
sit there and tell me Wile E. Coyote does not
No
have
matter the
willpower?
severity of his failures, Wiley.
at this fucker.
I'm
Look
just
at
saying, they should make a. I think they should make a light Green Lantern ring just called Sun Cost Ring.
Exploded, melted, blasted into a constellation.
I think you should make out like
for the last
hard
87 years straight, without ever actually dying.
Erasure, sealing, time travel, manifestation, intangibility, possession, size alteration, levitation,
similar to the
transmutation,
immortal
yeah,
Coyote
basically.
of
Yeah.
Sewetmuck legend. He's also shattered the fourth wall tons of times and even left the comic page entirely to catch the Roadrunner. Yeah,
Reality
so
was fiction.
close.
Fuck.
Believe it or not, there is actually a biological reason for these
500
abilities.
reality over
Looney
fictions.
DNA.
500
Every team's
reality
got
over
it, not
fictions.
just the Looney ones. And it's what lets them survive fatal damage.
In addition to Daffy's survival of total erasure, other tunes like Fireball regenerate from soul destruction and Bugs return from informational destruction and Space Jam. LeBron James.
And it's Space Jam.
Know them. That's
Holy
why
shit,
Wiley
on that
developed a
back-to-back episode
counter
of
to this
informational
immortality,
destruction.
The Looney DNA Dissolver, which leaves Toons vulnerable to fatal wounds the same way we are. Yet again, so close. You can't say he hasn't tried everything. It was Wiley's experience as a veteran Toon that landed him a job at Acme University as department chair of the School of Hard Knocks. teaching up-and-coming Tiny Toons how to use their abilities. Okay, so Naruto. And just like Naruto's jutsus, Toon Force works like an actual power system, with more experienced Toons like Wile who are more powerful than their younger counterparts. And that means Wile should be capable of educating
Oh my god!
Stars are forming.
Altering the plot of the cartoon he's in.
It's Big Bang Theory and fuck Kale versus Steven all over again.
Oh my god!
Universal fees are common even for weak tunes. The minor the by the end of the universe, the borders are about 1.9 compelling
Animators universe.
I mean, you just imagine animals.
He's got a cushy 10-year job teaching that stuff. Impressive for an abject failure.
Look, son, good inside the planet, turn to one second place, recommend factory in North America, west to the city. The world of the moon stars and stars.
You're
Geico.
Algorithm.
Yeah, those are currents.
They keep mentioning Space Jam 2, but they won't fucking show it, the cowards.
I completely forgot that that was today. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Scaling to the present, that's over 10 million failures. That
Dang.
takes dedication, or maybe self-destructive stubbornness. Too blinded by bird lust to see the forest for the trees. But Acme's intentional malfunctions and Coyote's recklessness don't account for all of his catastrophes. There's something else, something grand.
Milo Murphy.
Oh shit!
Salvation. Wiz, there's no other way to say it. God is just plain out to get this guy. And by God, we mean the closest thing that exists for Coyote and Roadrunner. Chuck Jones. How we know him today. Originally meant to be a parody of earlier chase cartoons like, well, Tom and Jerry, Jones established several rules for their animated shorts that
we already know the rules.
Coyote's reality
Please don't
warping
misinterpret
tune abilities.
these.
Rules that cover his obsession, faulty products,
While all related creations from Mike Maloney's after Jones himself outlined them clearly in his autobiography.
While other creatives have altered this formula in the decades since Jones's departure, these rules have effectively made the Coyote's defeats cosmically ordained. God nerfed Wile E. Coyote. In all our years making Death Battle, we have never seen
when they go into their
like
favorite verse to
that.
nerf
But what
it.
else can you expect from our fanatical furry fail son? He's the Sultan of Slapstick, the CEO of Second Place, the swing and a miss superstar. As long as he picks himself back up and dusts off the ashes, that'll never be all, folks, for Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah, that's pretty fine.
That was pretty good.
Amazing.
1939.
I am
Raged in Europe between the British Tommy and the Germans. As the beleaguered English
year
Navy
was
reckless
1940.
escape from the German encirclement off the
If
coast
I
of
ever
Dunkirk,
hear the
one
year
might
of
call the
1980 on Death Battle, I'm
game
never
of
watching
cat
Death Battle
and
again. Fuck
mouse.
that.
Oh,
No.
where was
Black
that
Box
actually where their
1.9
names come
compelling
from? I'm looking this up. Regardless of their names' origin,
Rick,
William Hanna and Joseph Barbera's infamous cat and mouse duo became the undisputed
Alex
kings
named
of
after them?
slapstick comedy. The formula
that
is
was
Portrayed by
about-
11
know it.
voice actors.
Tomcat chases Jerry Mouse around the house.
Sounds about
Brutal,
right.
bone shaking. I felt
Yeah.
that in my balls. Violence ensues. And Tom is reprimanded by Mammy to
Across from the cafe, Tom is the number identified
And if you're
in
like
this
me,
together.
all you wanted to see was Tom wipe that smug
That's
smirk
funny.
off that little
The
rat
black
face.
box.
Despite my
Yeah, saying that
well-documented
basically I can
hatred
just
of
tell him
cats,
whatever
even
era
I've
is
got to
in the
cringe at
household.
years of propaganda to convince us to side with the
No,
filthy,
it's-
flea-ridden rodent over man's second best friend. Oh, big yawn. House cats like Tom are actually some of Earth's most successful predators. They can run up to 30 miles per hour.
Oh, I love that
leap 6
video.
feet high.
You got the
and
zoomies.
despite
Big cat
being commonly
pickles.
perceived as
The zoomies.
nocturnal, they're actually crepuscular and hunt
guys,
in the
how
dawn
accurate is
and
all this
evening.
since you own a
Tom
cat?
specifically is a British shorthair. They're strong, stocky Roman cats.
British?
In harsh
Hold on.
conditions.
Oh. Biology
Harsh
knowledge.
conditions is an understatement. Tom
Feel
has collected
insulted,
a crazy assortment of weapons in his war against mouse kind. Sure, most of it is the stuff you can find.
All of them have insane arsenals, dude.
Bursting parrots, potions, blah blah blah. Magic wand, television, raiders, charge, magic complexion,
Sword of
Oh,
light
shut
and
up.
dark, which severs you from your own shadow, or the rewind remote, which can move your victim backwards through time. And you can't forget the cat
Time, huh?
car and cat jet. Spelled
I love
with
this
T, of
special.
course, but
This is
just
what I
like
always
it,
watch.
Tom's
Okay,
arsenal
this
is
movie is
And
so
these
fire.
are-
That sucker
which
bot
makes
is
his
Place
perspective
this
Thanksgiving
year,
dinner.
good murder, smells,
Thanksgiving
yeah,
That grandma
Though he
fucking
often
died.
uses his mouth, Jerry, it's not
Oh, we
because
just watched
he's
like
dumb
Tom
or
and Jerry of Looney Tunes for
Rather,
that.
he's just genuinely
Gorth on him, very
Can
sure.
we watch that movie at some point? That sounds like a fun movie.
He's been crushed, blown up, had
Did it
every
really?
one
I think favorite Tom and Jerry movies, Fast and the Furious. Like, oh my gosh, it's so funny.
Go on, Tom Kenny.
Mostly.
Tom Kenny. That's
Tom
all.
actually has kicked the bucket multiple times. But, little known cat fact, he has 9 lives, as established in the episode Heavenly Puss. Wes was conducting some different kind of research when he stumbled on that episode. Very funny. Even if Tom starts to use his life up,
he sees the
he has
episode
a potion
title and
that
just rubs hands
restores
together
them. Or he
with that
can
devious
physically
man.
go get them back from hell. For
Isn't the one where
extremely hardcore
Ron
versus
cartoon,
Ghost
but there
Rider?
isn't much of a
I was
limit to
like
what
Kratos,
Tom
right?
can do. He can clone himself.
If this fight gets
levitate
taken
in
to
the
hell,
air,
I swear to
make his
God.
imagination real,
Dude,
and even
what a nightmare.
From watching Tom
I get
Jerry.
shot every
If you
time a death
only
metal
watch
goes
the
to hell.
classic cartoons from
Ron
the
and Ghost
40s,
Rider
you'll
fighting
be
Tom and
impressed.
Wile.
Got it.
Tom and Jerry
And they bring up
get
Tom and
into
Jerry
it.
chase.
Like
It's
the
all
I think
over.
actual
Death Metal likes
inspirations
Wile
for
too
their
much.
names. Thank you, Google.
Oh, yeah,
Are you
you're-
still
Okay,
on
so the
us?
next time we'll
Somebody
be
say-
telling about.
They were
Did somebody say one hell of a bar?
Two characters in
Would be
Pierce
based
Egan's
on-
delightful
Get
life in
out.
London. Jerry Hunter
No,
and
you're not
Crazy
in this
Tom. It was
episode.
adapted to the
You're
stage
not
with
in
the
this
title
episode.
Tom and Jerry, which later became a catch-all term in
Discombobulates.
1800s England for young
Discombobulates.
drunken rabble-rousers.
Then
One
discombobulates.
could, in fact, say that many
What did the
rabbles
sign
were
of
Rabble
rabble
rousers?
Tom
The
destroyed
bee.
a planet-busting asteroid, lifted up
So
to
Jerry
the
punched me
sun,
for over
and
80
was
years.
blown up into a constellation. And he was just fine. Just a bunch of stars now, but he's okay. He tanked an explosion that launched him through time to the Stone Age and has run through space at massively faster than light
Tom
speed.
skills to squirrely,
That shouldn't be a
have
surprise when he
defeated
and
the
Jerry
magic
have been
ring,
at each
GPA,
other's
GPA,
throats
super
for over
criminal,
80 years
outrun
now.
animation
But what
strips,
may
scream was
surprise
fast
you
enough
is
to
the
be in
fact
two
that
places
at
at
the
once
end of
of
the day,
combat. Okay, so
they're
magical
actually
Tom.
friends. And they've worked together tons of times to save the day, like when they helped a little orphan girl, Robin Starling,
Oh,
find
God.
her way home.
Oh, hell no.
That's a nice
Yeah.
end to their story. Don't you believe it? Now is when we have to talk about Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
It gets a whole fucking segment.
Warrior God, Lord of
That's
Sichuan.
fucking
Wait,
hilarious.
Wait, what?
Battled the Trixie
Is this
and the
the mobile game?
Vulnerable Mouse
Yes!
Yes, this is the
atop
Chinese
Peach
mobile game.
Mountain, leading the goddess Celeste to declare the two the strongest warriors in the realm. And they were, in fact, Tom and Jerry. They were even stronger than Devil Tom, who repelled corruption by the darkness. This
Devil Mario?
mysterious,
What the
malevolent
fuck?
force threatened to consume
This is
the
like
tree
actually
of
so-
life,
you can't
whose
tell me this isn't
branches
fire.
encompass all of time and space. Banding together, these warriors use the star element to dispel the darkness and save the universe. What the fuck? Well, it may sound completely Chinese mobile gacha game whose
Infinite
lore is
Cosmos.
not entirely
No,
as
it says
deep
Lil-
as the
it says
spirit
Lil
of
from
source
the game.
material.
They only put
However,
Wile
it
Universal.
is officially licensed by Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, which means we have to include it in our research. So that the gods may grant us mere mortals some heavenly push. No. Friendly rivalry aside, though, the little red fair and square a few times. By my count of the original shorts, 19 times. I could watch
That's
him
not
on
bad.
repeat forever. Too bad he's still a filthy feline. The only kitty I truly respect is named after booze. Well then, you're in luck, because the Tom and Jerry of English literature later became the namesake for a famous Christmas cocktail. Because there's no better way to get absolutely trashed than with good old Tom and Jerry.
Yes.
That's crazy.
That was actually not
Those announcements are alright.
Now.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay, this is now
Let's open it now. I kind of like
I like
Yeah.
Whaley's more. I like Whaley's more.
Tab at the top, we've got mugs.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they went a little bit more in depth with their abilities.
The lady from My Hero Shigaraki,
Yeah.
why is she here? Why?
The Death Battle baddie deserves her merch, dude.
There's also a
No, she doesn't. She
No,
died.
dude, the Death Battle baddie deserves her
If they
merch.
said
makes
that,
them
integral character.
you would be at the both
Be
of us.
glad that they didn't make a fucking figure for it. Goddamn. The
Oh
jar.
my god.
The jar
Go
beckons.
grab it quick. We'll be releasing more stuff throughout the year.
That dirty hoe.
Brad, you just gave him
An
ideas.
item or two really helps support
Dude,
independent
imagine the first ever
films
Death Battle
like
figure
Godzilla
is a Wizard Boomstick with that fucking Death Battle baddie. Fuck that. Bro.
No, we already had that.
If they set that android free, it'd be the end of
No!
Alright,
Alright, here we go.
set, and we've run the
Oh,
data
let's
through
go.
all
This is Gem 2.
It's time
Death Battle.
Some might win. Just on the analysis alone. It's good. It's a good setup, honestly.
Yes! It's
Domestic cat.
Felix
This might be peak.
Oh god.
And the kid.
Biggest humongous.
You got him.
That's good.
You fool! Turtle, you cost me my dinner! There we go.
There's the.
This might be peak.
Oh wait,
The Roblox!
To the twin.
wait, what? What?
What the fuck happened?
I don't know.
Me when I fall asleep in math class.
Oh shit, he's invisible.
He's what?
Shit, fucking male deer. Yeah, this is.
Oh, here we go.
Nerf this.
Loot box.
Oh, he lost. Oh, he's already down to one.
Device. Stay in the device.
Acme High Speed.
No, it's called Black
Wally West.
Oh shit.
Wally West. Oh my god. Holy
Flash was
shit.
tricked over.
Flash versus Wally.
Doing the first one.
This is so good.
This is so
Oh
good.
my god.
Wait.
No, this is actually good.
Oh, they both had
I'm in a skylending, oh my god.
Wait, they're actually going this way.
Oh my god, man.
They're flying. Wait,
And some of the. Oh yeah, how about this?
Oh, that's. Wait. Oh
No
Dang.
way.
Holy shit.
Holy shit! You know what? Fucking pig! I'll take that! I'll take that!
Oh, he spoke.
Genius.
It's actually crazy.
That was peak.
That was fucking.
That was me!
Nice.
That was awesome!
Oh, thank God, one of them.
That was
actually
great.
died this time. I mean,
Probably my favorite
got one
one.
more.
I'm fucking happy Wiley won.
Why
My
do
time
we
to
I'm not
war.
even mad.
cats. I'm not surprised.
God.
While both Cat and Coyote were incredibly powerful,
That's
they
good.
weren't literal gods who could snap their problems away. They had limitations and weaknesses that could be
Dude, that
exploited,
shit was so
especially by each other.
That is so good.
Literally
What
We're
Most
strong
of that
enough
is
to
fun,
contend
man.
with universe-threatening
Us,
phenomena,
that time.
but comparing Wile to Plucky Duck, Looney Tunes can not only destroy their own universe, but their animators as well. And while Tom could move faster than light, Wile could keep up with the Roadrunner.
I was surprised
who
they
could
bring up the
outspeed a
Space
car
Jam
fast enough to
feed
travel
where he
through
just
time.
rotates the
That's
Warner
immeasurably fast and much
my
faster than
God, I
Tom.
didn't-
Wile
Good
gets
eating
the
skill
edge
to
in
that.
stats.
yeah, makes sense.
Wile's arsenal
That
was
makes
a lot
sense.
better too, believe it or not. Even eliminating the devices that have been shown to
Even
malfunction.
Empire
Oh, wow.
Everything Tom had.
Okay, they actually
The
spread them out. That's
Looney
good.
Dissolver,
Trader
which could
person
render
sure
Tom's
hacking you
cartoony
would
healing
fail.
factor moot
Smart cat.
and end the fight. While Tom
Okay,
has
so
never been
basically just-
shown to have Looney DNA specifically, the concept clearly has nothing to do with actual DNA molecules. Looney Tunes have been erased completely and still returned, so it's clearly something more fundamental to
beat
their
the criteria of
essence.
being
And since
Looney
the
Tunes.
Dissolver works on any tunes, not just the Looney ones, it should apply to Tom. But considering how much of a screw-up Wile is, it wasn't a sure bet. Hell, it could have backfired, especially considering how much more competent Tom is. When it came to intelligence, Wile's engineering and scheming genius were often defeated by his own ego and stubbornness. Tom, on the other hand, was consistently more flexible, pragmatic, pragmatic and victorious in his fights. He definitely gets the edge there. Oh, and Tim has one other big advantage.
That makes sense.
I think that's
nerfing him.
should probably
And
swap
that's
like
the
competence,
big
but yeah, that
question.
makes sense.
Was Tom capable enough to benefit from Wile's narrative
Oh,
and force
here we
bad
go, the
luck
rules.
and see the DNA dissolver backfire against him? That bad luck is a core part of Wile's character as a cartoon, so let's call it his toonliness. To find the answer, we dug deep through the bowels of Looney Tunes lore and ended up in an unexpected place. Space Jam. Against the villains of the movie, the Monstars, he actually scores. And scores again in the sequel. More than anyone else.
You got 1 point.
Yes.
Right? Throughout his entire history.
I think always played this cycle rule in Wile's favor, basically having him all.
Never in my life did I ever think Space would be the reason that Looney Tunes won.
Two, no less.
Were written for Coyote and Roadrunner cartoons. And even then, looking closely, they've been broken a few times throughout the decades. Even during Chuck Jones's tenure. Without the universe nerfing him, there's no reason to think Wile couldn't eventually land a hit with the Looney DNA dissolver. Especially when the only reason it failed was because of the Roadrunner's intervention. A direct violation of Chuck
Even if I say
Jones's
DNA dissolver,
limitations
Wile
on the
could put him
Coyote,
permanently
and
via
especially
sealing
when it's the
soul,
only
freezing him in
thing
time,
that either one had that
him,
could
yada
kill
yada.
Despite lacking
Wile
Wile's
killed him.
narrative impediments, and
Tom's
despite
only
having
win
a
con
better
was
track
turning
record
DNA
overall,
dissolver against
Tom
Wile.
ultimately had no surefire
Oh,
way to
no, the
kill
train.
Wile, whereas Wile's superior
God.
strength, speed, and
At least get thanks Lofty. Thanks
sure
Lofty.
is
Come on.
victory. Wile gave
Where's
one
Lofty? Thanks,
hell of a
Lofty.
chance.
Thanks,
It's so crazy that Lofty is the
Tom
reason this
Jones
happened.
in for a
Like,
rematch.
God.
The winner
There's
is
no
Anyway,
time.
guys,
that was a
next time.
Next
Liu
time
Kang
on
Jago.
Death
Anyways,
Battle.
Liu Kang
we could be
Jago.
like,
Yes, they're calling it Spider-Man. Thank fuck.
Spider-Man.
500 years of
Wait,
sweating.
you said a My Hero episode. What the fuck?
Yeah, dude. They just did fucking My Hero.
That's a good
Yeah,
question.
I mean, we had
Okay.
Frieza the same.
I mean, hey, I'll take it. This matchup's awesome.
Yeah, he got
Probably winning. Okay. Dude,
So
always
Yeah,
that
I'm
team's
down,
gonna
yeah.
win, man.
I'm gonna end the recording now.
We should do a YouTube outro for the Kate reaction.
Oh
yeah,
okay.
you know,
All right,
Alright,
everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for
Like,
watching.
subscribe. Yo,
Make
subscribe.
sure to like, comment, subscribe, or smash the
I'm just gonna cut it off when Chucky says we should do a YouTube outro.
I'm gonna go jerk off.
Alright, I'm ending the
Alright.
recording.
Bei Autohero findest du über 500
You got it, Ronnie?
Gebrauchtwagen zu Top